What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmont here with a look and a review for the Kotobukiya Street Fighter Chun-Li statue. Of course, as usual, we go with the box first. We take a look at the box, and then after that, we take a look at the statue right after. So, like I said, this is Chun-Li from Street Fighter. This is actually Chun-Li from Street Fighter 5. You can see on the front here, we have a little of the window to see the statue in. You can see a little bit of the statue there. Of course, we got Street Fighter, Kotobukiya on the top there. And then on the bottom, we have, of course, Chun-Li there. And then this is her battle costume. So as we move the box a little bit over to the side here, you can see another window. And you see a little bit of what it says right there. Kotobukiya, what is it? Brings you a new art collection designer by Shunya Yamashita. So that is who the artist is, as you can see from there. He's a person that actually draws it. He's the person that actually draws it. So pretty cool stuff. And that's what they do. They kind of make the statue into kind of resemble his drawing. So as you can see from here on the back here, we get a look at Chun-Li here. You get the front and then the back of Chun-Li here, and you can see, of course, just more little bit of advertisement there. As usual, I like to see a little bit of what is coming out next for the Street Fighter line. As usual, sometimes they always put that in the back here, like, oh, there's two statues that is either already out or is coming out. So I wish they put that in there, because the next one that comes out for the Street Fighter line, I think, is Cammy. And then on the other side here, the last side, this is just the full artwork of Chun-Li, as you can see there. Looks pretty badass, and I'm a big fan of this costume too from Street Fighter 5. So after this, we're going to take a look at the statue. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the statue here. This is Chun-Li. The statue comes in at about a little bit over 9 inches tall. You're looking at about $79 from a Big Bag Toy Store, which you can actually get it right now and it's in stock. Which I think it's usually around $84. I think that was the retail price, but of course, how the stores go, they lower it a bit because that's usually how much it costs anyways. You're looking at a PVC base, which is a lot of time, mostly all of these Japanese style of statues usually comes at PVC base. So pretty cool stuff here. Like I said, you can get this statue now at about $79, which is not too bad. Pretty good price for a Kotobukiya. I think usually a lot of them are roughly around $60 to $70, $80 tops, because unless they're like the Loki one, I think so. That one's a little bit more expensive. The Thor and the Loki one are a little bit more expensive. So anyways, we're going to take a look closer at the statue next. As usual, we will go from the bottom of the statue going up. So we'll start from the base, and then we'll go all the way up to the top of her head. So as usual, you can see the base there. A lot of the time, the Kotobukiya bases are similar. They're just oval shape. There's a few new ones or older ones that have pretty cool bases, but mostly all the newer ones tend to have that oval base. And mostly like the Tekken one and the Street Fighter ones do have this oval base where you can actually take out. It comes with a little Street Fighter emblem and things like that. You can see from the base there, you can see from this one here, it says Street Fighter. If I can get that to focus the best I can. Anyways, it's just a clear little plastic that you can see, and it says Street Fighter on it. You can see on the bottom where the base is, she actually comes with this one where it shows the portrait of her. I actually went with that one instead. I tend to do with that anyways. And then all you do is just take it apart and then put it together, and that's how you want it. So whatever way you want it, you can do it, the way you want it. Anyways, so I'm going to give a quick spin to the statue here. The statue itself, the base, pretty simple base. It's a circular base, not too bad. I'm a big fan of having really cool bases, but if you have a large collection for your statues, this is actually a pretty cool base to fit into your statue, because it's not a weird weird, it's not a weird shape, odd shape, so you can actually fit into your collection pretty easily. And then as usual, we'll be going up. We'll start from her feet there, and they're pretty cool. They got the little cool shoes that she has, like slippers kind of. You can see a little bit of the white and then the gold on, the trims on the side there. It goes all the way around. She actually comes in her base already, so you don't have to like install her into her base. She comes already installed in her base, so you don't have to put her together. Next up, we can see, and the coolest part about the statue is the fact that you can see all the muscles on Chun-Li here. You see her calves are like booming. I'll go back over here real quick. You can see her calves there. That's pretty cool. And she's a really muscular character anyways. Mostly if you look at, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, I think, those are the two games where she's kind of big. She's kind of muscular. And then you can see the other side of the shoe. You can see a little bit of the soles in the bottom of the shoes there. That's pretty cool. It feels almost like rubbery kind of. Then you can see some cool designs on her battle dress there. I think it looks pretty cool. Simple design. She doesn't have much on her anyways. So simple design, a little bit of the black and then the gold trim around her designs there on the trim on the side there. And, a little bit of the gold designs. You can see just the more muscles. You can see her thighs there. They're really big. She's probably does a lot of squats. And her thighs are huge. You can see all the muscles kind of tone in there too. I guess there's a little bit of the shades. You can see a little bit of darker parts in the statue, and that's pretty cool, and have a little bit of details like that. Then we go up to her waist there. You can see the gold waist that the red ribbon here kind of ties her dress together, and that's pretty cool. You can see a little bit of designs here. A little bit there. I'll do some close-up shots and whatnot. You can see a little bit of designs here, trying to look like it's kind of that material where it kind of just dangles down like that. It's pretty cool. And then we go up here. We got a look at her bracelets, white and gold bracelets. Her staples to, other than that, I think I just think white and black most of the time. I think so, but of course this one kind of has to match her costume, so it's gold. Her little spikes there are gold. And then we go up. You can see just more muscles, and the coolest part I actually like about this statue is if you go to the back here, and you can see all the details in the back. You see just all the muscles that she has here that just lines up, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty badass for me, to show a lot of muscles in your character, just because she's fit. That's all I'm saying. And then we go up, we take a look at her dress here. Of course, it goes around her neck. You can see a little bit around her neck. You see more details in her biceps and her forearms, more muscle detail. Even in her neck, you can see, you might be tough to see, but you can see a little bit of details in the neck. You can see where all her muscles and her kind of just, it's a detailed statue. That's all I have to say. Then we go up to the top here in her on her face and her head area. She has this statue looks pretty close to what the prototype is, so it's actually really good. Really, her face doesn't look messed up at all. It looks well made. She has red lipsticks and some makeup on her. I'm not really too fond of knowing what makeup is, so I won't go into it, but she has like eyeliner and yeah. And then we also got a little bit of look of a little bit of hair, her braided hair there. You see a little bit on the bottom there where it kind of braids, and then it becomes a little bit of gold, kind of just holds her hair together. That's pretty cool. You see on the other side does the same thing also. You can't really see it here, but you can it does the same thing. Hair wise, I'm a big fan of this type of hair, just because a lot of the time, and the newer Kotobukiyas are pretty good at doing hair now. I mean, back then they used to have that clear hair where the hair goes down to the bottom of the tip, and I talk about this in all my videos. And they used to do a lot of that where, you know, towards the back end of the hair there, you can see where the tip is, they become clear. And now that most of the time they're more solid now. And I'm a big fan of that. And I like the fact that she's, her hair is kind of flowing that way. And it just looks really, really cool. Really, really badass. Like she's in motion. And that's the biggest part of that. You can see all the little details here and there. Mostly up in the front. In the back, it kind of loses a little bit of the effect, but in the front here, at least you see a little bit of the stranded hair details and things like that. So I think that's pretty cool. For stance wise, the way she stands, I do like that. The fact that she looks like she's kind of posing. You know, I think it's more like the victory pose, maybe not a fighting pose. More of a victory, but it still looks pretty cool. I mean, she's in a pose, and that's pretty cool. I do like the fact that they show that she's actually pretty flexible, and that's Chun-Li is. So I like the stance. I like the fact that it looks like the wind is blowing this way. If you threw like a fan going this way, that's how her hair kind of looks like. It's kind of just flowing that way, and it's pretty cool. If I was to give this a review, which I am currently doing, a number, I'll probably give this a 10 out of 10. It's actually a really, really well-made statue. You know, just details galore. I don't really have much to say other than the base, because the base, like I said, I'm a big fan of having really cool bases, and I would like to see something like, if, you know, her stage on Street Fighter V, I would like to see something like that where she's actually on, you know, the ground or something like that, you know, just a little bit of cement, other than the clear acrylic base where you can see through it. I know, that's the real only minor thing about the statue. Other than that, the statue is really well made. I like the fact that you can see all the muscles, the tonus of the character. Just small little details like the little red ribbon here, and then of course even on her shoes, you can see, you know, on the bottom of her shoes, you can see a little bit of the marks there, kind of like, you know, the rubbers marks on your soles of your shoes. Pretty cool stuff like that. And the pose itself, badass pose. What can you do? You know, it looks so cool, and hopefully they bring out, you know, the old Chun-Li with the, you know, her old suit. I would like to see another version like that. It would be, you know, pretty cool to see. But anyways, like I said, 10 out of 10, really well made statue. Another hit from Kotobukiya, and usually they're really good at, you know, their statues and trying to make them look like the statues or the artwork. So I think this one is really good. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video review for the Kotobukiya Chun-Li battle dress. So you can, like I said, you can pick this up at the store. And maybe your a local comic book store, maybe you'll find one. But you can get it on Big Bad Toy Store right now for about $79.99 US. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is Omega Belmong, and I'll see everybody next time. Peace out.